Fuck they talking about. So I don't know if you've been following XXXTentacion and his music. His look has definitely continued to evolve. So Tyrese hopped on Instagram and commented on this picture. When you look in the mirror after drinking and smoking and popping every pill they tell you to pop from these hip hop songs, my whole life I've proudly always said no to drugs. Now he's since deleted this, but
he deleted it.
Yes. What are your thoughts on this?
I fuck with Triple X too. I just talked to him. I just talked to him too. You know, I be trying to mingle with my peers and shit, man. But,
Socialite over here.
Man, I don't know. I ain't paying. I hope that Tyrese is honest about saying no to drugs, because he been around a lot of shit before, so ain't no telling. And two,
yeah,
that dude, like, I can't really, I can't judge, because I used to do drugs a lot myself, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't fuck with that shit no more, but I used to be heavy on, like, lean and pills and shit like that. You never know, and I needed that shit, like, to get me through certain situations. I was stressing in the streets, like, losing people, watching my homies get killed, like, literally in my face, so I needed that shit to calm me down. Like, I used to be thinking about crazy shit, like, it'd just make the day go by fast. You never know what he been through, you know what I'm saying? Like, or, what demons he fighting different than mine. Like, he be talking about songs with killing himself and fans killing themselves and shit like that. I never even thought about killing myself, so he probably dealing with some shit even, more harder than I was, so you gotta think about that little shit like that. Like, people go on the internet and bash people and all that, he probably don't give a fuck, because he done made a way of his life out of it, with his life that he probably never imagined, Like, he did time before, all type of shit, so. Like, as far as that, I don't really, pay too much attention to it, because you don't know. You can't really judge people. It's different strokes for different folks. Like, I know couldn't nobody tell me shit when I was doing drugs, like doing lean. Couldn't nobody, nothing. You can't tell me nothing, because that's what I'm doing. That's what I want to do. This was helping me get through my days. You're not out here with me. You're not dodging bullets with me. You're not sitting in police stations with me. You're not doing none of this shit. It took for me to want better for myself and stop drinking that shit, for me to stop, you know what I'm saying? Stop doing that shit as much. So
why do you seem so mature for your age?
I don't know, bro.
There's hope. He sounds like 40 on his record.
I don't know. I just lived and did a lot. Like,
on the record,
at
you sound
15,
like a nigga
16, I was already grown, bro. Like, we was already into niggas twice our age trying to kill us. Like, 16, 17, I couldn't go home to my mother's crib no more. Like, you know what I'm saying? Niggas who stay on my mama's block trying to kill me and shit like that. So I couldn't go there no more. Like, I had to grow up early.
My bad. Do you think the streets made your man quicker than?
Yeah, hell yeah. The streets definitely made, because I had to think and react to situations on my own. Like, I grew up in a 2-parent household. I had my mother and father with me all my life, but my father couldn't really tell me how to maneuver in the streets, because it's different. My father, 51, I'm 22. He was in the streets in a whole nother, it was different. Like, they wasn't even really playing with guns crazy like that when my dad was in the street. They was fighting like they had guns and shit, but that wasn't the first thing you do. Like, my dad said when he got shot, it was because they was fighting, and the niggas who they was fighting couldn't beat them, like, it was never go get a gun first. So with us,
that was the only reason that a nigga got a gun.
Yeah.
When a nigga
that's what my dad said. He got shot. He wasn't in tour with no niggas trying to kill him. They was fighting, and they couldn't beat him, and dude got a gun, like, now it's just get a gun. Like, that's all we doing, you know what I'm saying? So just being in the streets here, it turned me to a whole, I had to think completely different. Like, I wasn't thinking like a kid, so I had to stop going to school. I dropped out of school when I was like 16, 17, just because I had to, like, really move. Like, if I'm gonna be into it and I know niggas trying to kill me, I can't make it easy for them to kill me. You can't see me at school. You can't see me nowhere. Like, I gotta really move like a ghost.
Well, that's why I think it's like, and I'm listening, how does somebody decide to rap with all of that happening, number one? Number two, how does somebody find the time that it takes to work on your craft in that state of mind?
I couldn't. I had to understand, like, I probably been focused on rap 100%, like, on my brand and just me as an artist, probably for about a year and a half, 2 tops, you know what I'm saying? Like, you could vouch to, I've been rapping way longer than 2 years, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was just so focused on the streets, because that was my life on the day. Like, I had songs with Nicki. I was making money, but it wasn't to a point where I could just move everybody out the hood or move my mama, and I don't got to worry about it no more. I was still dealing with this on the day-to-day. Like, I still got to go on Essence. I still got to, you know what I'm saying, be outside and do certain things just to take care of my family, you know what I'm saying, make sure my mama good. So I couldn't really think like an artist, you know what I'm saying? I couldn't really, it just wasn't registering. Like, I knew I was good, I knew I could rap, I knew I could change my life with it, but I didn't know the steps that it took. I didn't know I couldn't be in the streets no more. Like, I really thought I was gonna be able to be a millionaire, like in the streets, still outside on my block every day, like being able to be with my homies literally every day while I'm a superstar. Like, you know.
Did you have someone to help you make that transition eventually?
Nah,
You had to figure it all
like
out on your own?
Yeah, I had everybody around, my partners. I had Mickey Hosted around. I got an older brother. Like, a lot of people always saw the path I was heading down before I did, you know what I'm saying? And they always wanted me to, like, yeah, you tripping. Like, my brother tell me, like, you're not on shit. You're not on shit, bro. You just want to be outside, you feel me? But I didn't ever, that was what I wanted to do. So even with him telling me that, it never really registered. Like, it took for me to really be like, there's going to be the difference in me making it or not. There's going to be the difference in me being successful. This little time that I'm putting out in the hood, high speed and shit like that, just everything I'm doing, you know what I'm saying? Just everything negative, you can't really have 80% of positivity, 20% negativity, because eventually that 20% going to take over the whole 80, like, I feel like. So I just had to just really focus on music, bro. Like,
I remember when, and I don't know if it was when you moved out of Chicago, but you definitely moved to a different area.
Yeah.
There was a video I remember, I think I even posted years back. Like, I think you were on
the
was that one thing? Whatever that thing is.
I was in LA, that's when I first moved to LA.
It's the happy cyber, it felt, and I think I was getting a sense of how you probably felt to live in every day in Chicago, not being able to be as free as you want to be. And just that little moment, I was like, I could tell, like,
It's hard.
You feel like you're enjoying life.
Yeah, I was, bro. Like, I had moved to LA, I was out there just cooling, and that's when the Skywalkers came out.
Yeah, you was having way too much fun.
I was riding it down the block. I'm all through Marina. Like, I was staying in Marina, bro. Like, you know, I'm riding through there on the Skywalker. I couldn't do that shit. Like, you could never ride a Skywalker on my block. Like, you gonna die damn near, like, for real. Somebody will pull up and kill you on the Skywalker. You know what I'm saying? Like, literally, like, it's not no coincidence. Like, you know, like, just in Chicago, if you outside on the block and you on tour with dudes around the corner from you and they riding, it's not a coincidence. They're going to try to kill you. It's not no ifs, ands, like, oh, we'll get them next week. No, they're going to try to kill you right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you got to understand that your life is at stake 24 hours out the day. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter when they see you. Niggas getting killed on the Cook County steps in Chicago. Like, as soon as they get out of jail,
probably hard
killed
to shoot back on the Skywalker.
Fuck yeah, you can't. You can't shoot back on the Skywalker. Right. You can't duck for cover. You know, like, I would never ride that shit outside on my bike. You gotta understand. You can't do nothing. You know, like, you gotta understand what you up against. So when I was able to do that, bro, it made me feel different. Like, you on the video, I said, like, I ain't never going back home. I was playing and shit, but it's just like certain shit you just don't get to enjoy. Like, out here, I can't walk to, like, nowhere in Chicago, even when I'm downtown Chicago. I don't feel comfortable walking. Like, my crib, not bad shit. It's not by no hood. It's not no black people by my house. I still don't feel comfortable walking to the store. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know who riding or whatever. Like, you know, like, my name not all the way good in the streets, and I gotta carry myself like that. Like, I know it's people who see me gonna try to kill me. You know what I'm saying? Like, no ifs, ands, or buts. And if I wasn't on, you know what I'm saying, the scale that I was on, and I ain't had so much to lose, I might see people try to kill them. So I can't even take it away from them. You know what I'm saying? I got to understand what I'm up against at all times, you know? So that's why I carry myself.
Because of all of this shit that you're saying now, I found it even more impressive that you're independent.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times you hear a nigga's in whatever he's into, and the major is the one to come and say, hey, there's some talent there, there's something there, let's pull him out of that, It was much, much, much more impressive in speaking to you the other day that there was no major involved. And then the more we spoke.
Well, you was cinematic though, right?
Nah.
Not no more?
I was signed to Johnny Shipes through management, bro. It was never a label deal.
Like, I thought he was with cinematic music.
Nah, I never signed. Like, I was never in a situation with.
But that's not a major.
Yeah, that's not a major.
That's not a major. I mean, even if he was signed to them, it's not a major. So for him to go through all the Chicago shit that you just named, for him to be caught in this climate but still be one of the rappers, like rapping, that was impressive. And the more we spoke, And even here, you can tell he just says some things that don't strike you as, I'm 21 and this is what I've been through.
Appreciate it, man. I don't know, I'm a thinker, bro. Like, when I was growing up, like I said, I had a 2-parent household. My dad he was a street dude, but he just used to, like, just drill me with morals. Like, I hate a liar, I hate a thief, be a leader. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit like that just went it went far to me, you know what I'm saying?
Morals
just being
and
in the
ethics.
streets, yeah, like,
Principles.
I always knew principles, like, what's right, what's wrong. Like, even in the street, you gotta understand what you up against. Like, I know I wanna go home to my mama, my sister, you know what I'm saying? But in the streets, had I went to jail and had to serve a 10, 20-year bid, I can't ever imagine myself telling on nobody, nothing I ever did, nothing I ever seen, you know what I'm saying? So that's a sacrifice you gotta make, you know? Me 17, 18, I was willing to go do 20 years for what I believed in, you know what I'm saying? And not even saying that's right, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people in the streets, they telling all kind of shit. And that's because they just jumping in the streets and not really understanding what come with it, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a sacrifice. Everything you do is about making sacrifices. So if you want to be a street dude, you're going to have to make sacrifices. You're going to have to sacrifice your family, your freedom. You know what I'm saying? Right, if you want to be an artist, you got to sacrifice the streets.
No, you hold on for a minute. This sounds stressful. All of that. It sounds like being a street nigga is
fucking
a
stressful.
tough life.
Yeah, man. And people don't understand. They think it's cool. Oh, you get all the bitches, you sell drugs, you fresh. Like, that shit is nothing. That shit don't mean nothing.
That's just the social media version of what street life is.
That's what social media, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of kids jump in the streets because they saw us or whatever, you know what I'm saying? People who they grew up looking up to in cars, you know what I'm saying? Young, mess with all women and shit. Like, when I was young, I was messing with women twice my age. And
You're
shit
still
like
young, by the way.
Yeah, even younger though, right? I'm still young. But I always say when I was young, because I don't really, I know I'm young, but
you're 21, turning
I look
like
at myself
35.
like a grown ass man, you know what I'm saying? Like, I done so much shit 5, 10 years ago. I feel like don't nothing impress me, bro. Like, I've been in the clubs 15, like, all this shit. I'm really here to just work, make music, and take care of my family, bro. I ain't trying to do shit else. I done everything else. Like,
all of that experience makes Humble Beast a great project, man.
Yeah,
you hear all of this in it. It's dope. Joe actually took the time to listen.
Thank you so much.
No, Aki's a big fan.
Listen, they told me it's a new nigga that raps. Like, he raps.
That really raps?
He can rap. They said he talking that shit. That's what they told me. Hey, not you either. You should have told me that.
Nigga,
you told me he raps, and you told me he's hard.
No, I told you I love this
Some
music.
of my other friends like, nah, he talking that shit.
No, I told you. If you remember one of the first conversations we had up here, and we said the topic was underrated rappers, my pick was him.
Yeah, he
My
was
pick was
also
him.
Young and May's pick last year for most underrated act. You've been a few people's picks, so kudos.
Fuck with him, man. Shout out to him, man.
You know what? It's like his music just doesn't get that recognition.
He's independent. He's independent.
Why don't you, son?
Wait, time out. It has to be said. He's getting a lot of fucking recognition to be independent.
You're right.
He's doing well. Shit is charting. He's selling records. As an independent, he's doing rather well.
Yeah, but it's definitely harder.
Yeah,
of course it's harder.
You gotta accept the fact that it's harder though. If that's the path you're gonna, you know what I'm saying, choose.
Why don't you think more people accept it?
I feel because people want the easiest route, not knowing they think it's really gonna wind up the hardest route for longevity. I'm in this game for longevity. I ain't really here to just make a bunch of money and just, you know what I'm saying, be in a situation where I'm trying to pay the money back or just make a bunch of money, or be in a situation like I made a bunch of money this year, but I ain't make shit in the last 5, 10 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like just with a label situation, a label could do only so much for you that, you know what I'm saying, your team that you surround around you, that you put around yourself is gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Like, a label, like literally, the label could only do, they gonna give you advance, they gonna market your music, you know what I'm saying? What promotion is marketing, and basically they gonna give you a budget for touring, all the shit that you supposed to have within your team anyway. Like me, we went straight to a distributor for my, you know what I'm saying, to put my album out, and we paid for marketing, all our billboards, you know what I'm saying, and really, it was a situation where we've been dropping music. Like I dropped another EP strictly for my fans who went up on iTunes and Apple Music and stuff like that. Like we could have been in a situation where we were all the way independent. We just wanted distribution, you know what I'm saying? Any money we ever made from a label or anything that was given to us, which we never even had a label advance, anything like that, but just in a situation where if we only gonna use that to pay for certain operating expenses, you know what I'm saying? Like shit that we know gonna bring in more money, and then we be able to just be in the black, you know? So just with a label situation, I never wanted, cause I was in the streets fucked up, like I was losing money. Like I was up a bunch of money when I was 16, 17 and lost that shit. And there was situations where I could have signed for $1 million, $2 million, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't, cause I just wanted my freedom. And the people who I surrounded myself around, it wasn't the right time. It wasn't perfect for all us to be. I feel like my core team, we gotta be locked in. We gotta be married. And I feel like the people who I'm with since day one should always be able to, you know what I'm saying, enjoy the longevity of, you know what I'm saying, my career. That's what I'm in it for. I'm not in it to just be an artist right here today. I really compare myself to like Nas, Hov, the greats who I always looked up to, who really, you know what I'm saying, solidified their career. So just being with a label, man, it's only so much they gonna do for you that you could do within your core team. You know what I'm saying? Like being an artist, I'm independent, I'm a street artist. I ain't never really chased radio hits and shit like that. The label, they got the, you know what I'm saying, they got the authority to be like, man, you don't got a good enough single. We ain't
get the fuck out of here. Get out of here, no career, don't feed your family, don't feed your kid, don't do shit.
You gotta think, like I've always been a thinker, so I don't really want to put myself in a situation where I feel like I'm working hard to have to answer to another motherfucker, you know, so.
Hey, could you slap the shit out of Joe for saying Chance music is just too positive, man? Listen, from and by the way, a lot of Chicago people give you heat for that. From all of
Chance music too positive.
Yeah.
All right, let's nip this in the bud.
Look, make your point, and then I'm gonna come chime in
nip
with
this
you,
in the bud very quickly.
I fucks with you.
Chance is my man, and that was a joke. If you don't have a sense of humor, suck my dick. I don't really care what you have to say about it. There.
Right. Now, all right, now let me chime in.
Chance,
let me chime in, man. I fucks with you for that. Yeah. I feel like, I feel like he was probably just bullshit.
Yeah, he's joking.
Chance, his music shouldn't be violent because Chance didn't grow up violent. You know what I'm saying? His music, it should be positive because he's a positive role model. You know what I'm saying? He always had positive role models in his life, positive influences around him. And still growing up that way, don't get me wrong, you're gonna merge into your own little bullshit misfits. I'm pretty sure Chance been through some fucked up situations in his life, and he been through some shit where nobody was around, like his mother, parents, whatever. He had to get himself out of the situation. I'm pretty sure in Chicago you're gonna go through those situations. You know what I'm saying? So just by him being himself. Yeah.
That's whack.
Yeah, that's swag.
I like that.
You being yourself.
You positive, and we don't know all the fuck shit
and
you
we don't
do.
know all the fucked up shit you probably been through. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like Chance speak from a perspective of, I don't gotta be in the streets. You don't have to be in the streets. You don't gotta be out here every day dodging bullets to go through fucked up situations. I'm pretty sure Chance then had people close to him that got killed. He probably done been to all type of wild ass house parties, and he probably could have lost his life. Like, you see, like, he never been that type of kid, but those obstacles always came his way. So it's something for him to talk about. He got his own unique story, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what I fuck with about Chance. He himself, you know, like, Chance got Grammys. He still gonna come outside with no jury on, some overalls,
and a three hat. The three hat.
The three hat and a
it's gonna
Bible
have a
in
3
his
on it.
left back pocket.
That's crazy. He keep a Bible on him?
Yeah.
I bet it's a 3 on the Bible.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I did not know he kept a Bible.
No, we
That's
like
why
Chance.
I fuck
We like
with him
Chance.
even more. You know what I'm saying?
I like him because it feels like he's just being him. Right? Like, you don't gotta be especially coming from where he's from. He doesn't have to act like he's something he's not. I like that.
Chance is doing great. His next album is highly anticipated. No jokes. It's
Yeah,
going to
I fuck
derail
with
or
Chance.
deter all that he has going on.
But also, he just has such good, strong points to counter all of your jokes. It's amazing. Good execution and everything. Spotting you.
Yeah, Herbo's got to tell you, man. This guy's got good people in his corner, man.
It's the people.
I might have to check his ID, man. I don't think he's that young.
He might have an industry age, nigga.
My passport at,
He might
He
really
is tall for a 21-year-old.
You just said there's something in the chicken.
Herbo, you ain't 21, nigga. You
passport
21.
somewhere,
fucking
bro.
kids,
He's 21
man.
in Chicago.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna
He's
show
like
you.
45.
Before you leave, I'm gonna show you my ID.
45.
bro.
Yeah, I want to see it.
My birthday next week, bro. I was born October 8th, 1995.
Shit, happy early birthday.
Libras.
Yeah, my
You
birthday
know
next
every.
week, man.
Can you give us his reading or?
Everybody relax.
What are the characteristics of a Libra?
You a Libra too, bro?
No, I'm a Virgo.
He just loves astrology.
My wife is a Libra. I have a lot of good Libra friends. My OG is a Libra. I get along very well with Libras. They hate anytime I start talking about zodiac shit, so I'm shutting up.
I don't hate it.
You do palm reading, so I like to hear what you
said you
One
say
thing
palm
about
reading?
Libras, we loyal, bro. We got a lot of loyalty, you know what I'm saying? Like, we fuck with you, we fuck with you, you know what I'm saying?
This is what I always say about
Same with Virgos, by the way.
This is what I always say about any like little
Are you good?
little zodiac shit. I'm like, okay, y'all loyals. Which one is a disloyal group of motherfuckers? Which is the opposite?
Geminis, Pisces. Geminis two-faced. That's what they say about Geminis.
Geminis are really two-faced.
Yeah,
my mother
that's
a Gemini.
what they say.
My mother a Gemini. My grandmother a Gemini. So I know personally.
A Gemini
my
make
mother-
a Scorpio
yeah.
angry, and make a Pisces angry, and a Leo. Leos are spiteful. Those four.
Yeah, Leos are very spiteful. My cousin a Leo. Like,
Right,
I know
Lyric?
about
I know you
zodiac
listen. Look at Lyric. Listen.
Leos are spiteful. Like, a Leo will do everything for you, I feel like, and the one moment you piss them off, they gonna do something
See,
that
so
you
you gotta
hate
shoot a Leo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, Leo's fucked
You
up
gotta
in the
shoot a
head.
Leo, man.
I'm gonna check it out, man, because I never believed in that shit. But I mean,
What's your sign again?
Taurus?
Taurus.
Okay.
I don't know too much about
Stubborn.
y'all, bro.
That's their
I am
big thing,
stubborn.
right? It's a bull.
Yeah, I think y'all like some little spoiled little motherfuckers or something.
That is true. That's true a little bit. No, but my only
You
thing with
spoiled,
You
that,
niggas
growing
a little
up.
vindictive too.
You always got your way.
And I mean, we're not gonna get into that right now on the horoscope. You're a little vindictive too.
what is
You
this?
do,
Yeah.
Tauruses, very revengeful. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can
Make a
believe
Taurus
it.
mad.
I can see it.
I'm
That's
doing
why you
Taurus
ain't want me
on
to come on the show.
No, actually,
See?
wait, no. I was actually
See? Come
thinking
on, act.
No, it hurt me. I was thinking on principle because I'm like, you know what? If I'm the only one who really fuck with your music like that, but I'm like, yo, if I say yes, it's gonna open up where everybody say, yo, I'm gonna kill Academics and pop up at the show the next week.
I get that.
So that was the only thing.
I get it.
But it hurt me because I'm like, I really fuck with this nigga's music like
Yeah.
that. So maybe I was being spiteful.
Yeah, man.
But I'm glad it worked out for the better.
Yeah, see? Fucks with you, bro.
Motherfucker. Yeah, you could have came, met us over at the Dream, had a great time. We had a blast. Oh, you was at Harris though.
It's not.
It's like all zodiac signs probably gonna be unique in their own way, but it's one thing that's like gonna have all y'all similar. Like I feel like loyalty, all Libras loyal, I think. I believe.
Loyalty. You hear that, damn it?
Well, you like hearing that because your wife is a Libra. So you
No,
know.
nigga, I like hearing it because I'm loyal.
Look,
Back to you, Pinky.
hey, we gotta go soon, but I don't really
Wait, we
want to
do?
go. We don't have. There are other topics that we don't even need to
hour
get.
and two.
Yeah, we don't even. Let's. If we have any final questions for him personally, I think we should get to those. We'll do the
I
topics
agree.
tomorrow. Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. Good conversations with you. I'm glad you're
This
here
was fun.
today.
I'm
Yeah.
glad. I'm glad that I came here, man. Like literally, I went back to Chicago yesterday and came.
Oh, you
back.
went back? I thought you stayed.
Nah, I went
Yeah,
back and
nigga.
made my way
Because
back
let me
yesterday.
tell you something. I'm on Instagram yesterday while I'm doing what I'm doing. Was that yesterday or the day before? One of these days, I was clicking on something and I seen you on a plane. And I was like, a plane?
Yeah, that was yesterday. I went back to Chicago,
plane.
but I'm like, I
Wow.
still was coming. No, I wasn't gonna miss
And
it.
then that's when I text for the names on Friday. I ain't get them. Then I see a plane. I'm like, fam, what's going on? But that's
Nah, I
see?
ain't get up out of here, man.
Good, good.
I wish we had a gift for you. We have Everyday Struggle T-shirts, right?
Oh, yeah.
The
Just
first
last
prototype
one-
of the merch.
trash.
Just last question. What's next after the album?
Swervo, man. Me and Southside got a project. It's called Swervo. Southside produced all the records. I'm gonna drop that. It's complete. Everything
You
complete.
already did it?
Yeah, it's complete already.
Southside's a fucking monster.
Me and Bibby gonna drop No Limitations. That's like probably 60% complete. I just signed my first 3 artists. Smoke.
Make
Hollow,
sure he
and
dropped
Savage.
Free Crack 4 before.
Yeah. He gonna drop Free Crack first.
Oh, I love
I just signed my first. I just signed my first 3 artists. You know what I'm saying? 2 of my homies from the area and a girl from VA. You know, so we gonna put 150 Dream Team and compilation together. You know what I'm saying? A lot of good shit in store, man. I'm just working, but Swervo finished. Yeah. Swervo is 100% complete. That's coming out before the end of the year.
Okay, so, you did say you dropping 2 joints.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop 2 joints, man.
This nigga's fucking active, man.
Hey, I mean, to be independent, he working, he signing people.
Yeah, man, you gotta. And one thing about like, I would have never sat no artist or put my name on anything if I ain't want him to be as big as me. You know what I'm saying? If not bigger, you know. So I believe in him first and foremost. I would never sat.
Wow.
If I wasn't retired, man, I'd want to rap with this guy. This is a good guy right here.
You should. I should.
Yeah, man. We probably need to just do one just for the culture.
For real, though,
just
you gonna DJ?
Just off the strength of it.